one, it's full of their advertising. They keep repeatedly saying that you can't do agriculture without their fertilizers, without their pesticides, without their weedicides, right? This is inaccurate science, falsehood, but this is permitted, right? Therefore, you bombard people totally, eternally with that powerful media. That's one thing. The other thing is they make use of the government machinery to promote their own agriculture. If you look at this company like a company like CIC, how they utilize the government machinery is tremendous. Now, if you now about the fertilizer subsidy, all government agriculture employees like agrarian services department officials, they are completely filled up their work in the activity of distributing fertilizer subsidy. They have become the distribution agents for the companies. The subsidy is not given to the farmer, it's given to the company. So they have become agents of promoting it. I know of a very good example, the Coconut Cultivation Board. The director, chairman of the Coconut Cultivation Board is a very understanding, knowledgeable person. He knows the benefits of ecological agriculture and he knows how, how good it is to utilize organic fertilizer and organic ecological ways of farming. So therefore that is done. But still all government officers, instructors of for coconut cultivation, they say but use chemical fertilizer also, because it's a condition that there is a requirement that they sell a particular quota of chemicals that the company wants. Seeds are distributed through the government officers. If you look at the, 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 the scholars, the scientists, they are bought by the companies. If you look, what is taught at the university is largely influenced by companies through their scholarships and training. So therefore, that has become one of the biggest obstacles, because we know this, because we have been fighting this for the last 15 years. We know how workable, how practical. In fact, I would like to invite you to go to some of our working villages where it's quite visible. If we work in about 40 villages in Hambantota, where small plots of 40 perch land is fully cultivated organically with preventing erosion, soil erosion, and planting different plants to different canopies and soil fertility improvement. The yield, total yield is tremendous, and that is at practically no cost, because you don't have to spend on fertilizer, no pesticides, no weedicides. You have to put a bit of labor, and even the labor cost is much high because you don't have to plow, you don't have to do anything. You just plant your trees and you get your yields. Now that can be done in any part of the country. And if you, in fact, I learned this. I have been debating on this with the World Bank, the tops of the World Bank in Sri Lanka and also outside. I have debated this. I have a 20 perch plot of land. That's all that I have. I live on a 20 perch plot of land. I can count about 25 different varieties of food producing trees and plants that grow. I don't spend a cent. I don't even Now, if I was given the possibility, I would get all people, give them proper instructions and training. All these, we have thousands of agricultural officers and so on. If they are given the right orientation, it can be done. If everybody works on his or her small plot of land or even on encroached land to improve soil fertility, prevent erosion and allow the improvement of natural fertility of the soil and allow your seeds. Now, all households, when they cook, they throw away some seeds, the lime trees, the mango tree seeds, the banana or whatever, and all kinds of seeds are thrown away. If they just put it on a wet bit of soil, it germinates and gives plants. Therefore, plants can be produced all over and at no cost. Now, if you get people to do this and plant them in your own plot of land or your neighbor's plot of land, the whole country can be filled with a whole lot of food yielding and medicinal plants and all kinds of useful trees, right? You can even now, it is about 40% of our firewood is obtained from the home gardens. Now, therefore, that is available. If you do that, your soil retention of water in the soil improves. Therefore, you increase your water availability in the wells and in the rivers and streams. That is how nature works, and that can be improved. Therefore, you totally prevent the pollution of water. Now, water pollution in agriculture is a huge problem, unimaginable problem, because if you look at the diseases, it is now found that people are suffering from all kinds of diseases, largely due to pollution of water, pollution of food. And now in the north central province, if you go to north central province, Anuradhapura, Kakirawa, Padavi and so on, the number of people who are getting sick and are dying of various kidney diseases and urinary diseases and so on is reaching epidemic levels. Why? Research has been done. Professor Sarath Bandara of Peradeniya University, he has done research and he has proved that heavy metals contained in chemical fertilizer is one of the major reasons for this pollution. And all that pollution that takes place in the hill country gets washed down and goes to the plains and goes to the paddy fields and lakes and rivers. Therefore, people drink polluted water and they become sick. All those illnesses due to bad nutrition, due to malnutrition and due to pollution, all that can be overcome quite free of charge if you do your agriculture in the right way. So, therefore, the benefits of ecological regenerative agriculture, we like to call it regenerative agriculture, agriculture that improves regeneration, recovers regeneration. If you do that in the whole country, the benefits are innumerable. You can solve your food problems immediately, you can solve your nutrition problems, you can solve quite a lot of our health problems caused by bad nutrition, malnutrition, lack of food and poverty. Then you can, other diseases like even the mosquito illnesses, mosquito diseases are due to the loss of natural pest control, Now all these Miuna and so on, some scientists have shown that they are caused due to the lack of control by other animals. So therefore, and also this chemical